Hi, this is Chrissy Incognito, and welcome to another episode from my channel. This one is going to be entitled Doctoral Dissertation. Now, I'm 2 years into the doctoral program, so we're just starting to um, study or discuss or take on the forms of a dissertation. So, foundations of research, quantitative, qualitative, but the real nitty-gritty of it. So, like I had expressed that my degree is an EDD, Doctor of Education. I did not want to go for PhD because it was too research focused. Although I love research, I mean, it's very fascinating how to conduct it, how to construct it, how to, carry it out and how to analyze it and, how to report it. It is very, very interesting. But that is not where I am in my life. I more want to be an educator, adults only, as we can see in other channels. And I'm thinking about different things. So I've been very hard pressed on what my dissertation is going to be. And I had a lot of time to think about it. Now, let's back up a minute. My interest is psychology, right? Like basically what makes a situation or a person tick, right? How did we get to this situation? What's going on with this situation, the background with this situation. So the general stuff I was thinking about, kind of blending psychology with education. I'm making it very, very broad, but I kind of had more specific things in mind. And I'm like, it's just not keeping my interest. It's really not keeping my interest. So, um, kinda had an epiphany. I kinda think it is, like, sort of an epiphany. I really truly believe it's heaven sent because it came out of nowhere. So I've been, and again, I don't really know what YouTube allows as far as copyright infringements, violations or anything like that, but I've been, and if they'll pull it, they will contact kmgmedia.net. That's kmgmedia.net. Contact them if there's any kind of infringements or violations, okay? And it's completely unintentional, so I just wanna say that. So, my entire life, I've been, watching and reading and, discussing true crime, okay? It was not called if it was called true crime back in the day, I didn't know it was called true crime. I would say within the last few years, like within the last 10 years, it's been called true crime. But really, that's what I'm interested in. I mean, I'm interested definitely in the psychology of things, but that's very broad. And I've just been noticing not just noticing, but I've completely realized that everybody out there is unhinged and what the bleep is going on. Like I am seeing story after story after story and I don't get it, okay? Um I honestly I don't get it and I do want to discuss this either in this channel I'm sorry, in this episode or the next. Um, but I just feel like everybody is unhinged. Everybody's a psychopath. Everybody's either a murderer or getting set up to be killed. It is insane. And like what came first? The chicken or the egg, right? What came first? Is it that um there were always psychopaths? Yes. there were always psychopaths. Are we just noticing it more? Are they becoming more sloppy about it? It is just crazy. I just find it to be crazy. I watch court TV. I love court TV. Love Nancy Grace. Um, I love Vinnie Politan. I love Chris Hansen. I love all of them. Um, and so there's different levels of true crime out there. So I just noticed I feel like everybody and their mother is friggin' unhinged. And I really feel I need to get to the bottom of this. Like, I don't get it. It's not making sense to me. Okay. And maybe it's my learning disability, but I need to put the pieces together in order for it to make sense. And it is not making sense. Now, it's very interesting. And I didn't talk about, well, up until this point, maybe I already posted a video about it, but I never talked about my experience in therapy, which I'm very open about. I'm very for therapy, very for therapy. And it's funny because after the Greg breakup, I went to a therapist. She was a good starter therapist. And what I mean is that unfortunately, you can only go so far with certain therapists. Okay. She really was awesome. She gave me a lot of perspective. She gave me a lot of things to think about. And then I kind of just fell off because I didn't feel that it was going to go to any further level. So I was like stable at that time. So it was funny because we were discussing things and she's like, now this was 2015. So this was almost 10 years ago. It was 9 years ago. And she said to me in casual conversation, she said, narcissists, they are everywhere. And I never really thought about it. I mean, there's jerks, there's this, there's that, there the abusive people. But I never really thought of narcissists being everywhere. And she is absolutely right. I know narcissism is like the catchphrase, the new term, the trendy thing, but it really is affects, I would say, everybody's life. Everybody has these people that push boundaries and violate you in a sense of your person, who you are as a person, and they just want what they want, and it's just horrible. It's just absolutely horrible. And right now, yeah, I don't really want to talk about the whole narcissist thing, but I am just like, why is everybody, you know, killing their parents, killing their friends, killing their children, killing, people on the street for slighting them? It is insane. As everybody on the East Coast who is, and I'm not making light of this, but I'm trying a little levity. Um, Everybody who's on the East Coast from, like, the late '70s, early '80s knows, Crazy Eddie. He's insane. I just feel it's insane, the number of people, cases. I don't get it. We are losing humanity, and I'm going to be on my soapbox for the next 10 minutes, possibly. So, my thinking, okay, so the way my brain works is that, okay, not justification, but understanding. Okay, adults, I can kind of see motive, right? It's jealousy, money, revenge, we can go into a lot of things, but why kids? Why school shooters? Okay, and I know I'm getting kind of deep now, and I'm deviating from all the other episodes. And I'm not trying to get controversial, and I don't want to hear about whatever it is, okay? This is my take on it. And so I don't want controversy, conflict, drama and stuff. And I'm bringing this up because I really want to study that in my dissertation. So I don't understand the whole school shooting thing. And I'm going to back up. Okay. So if it's an adult, right? And this is strictly from a psychological point of view, there's motive. You wronged me. Okay. I can gain money. I can gain custody of my kids. There's motive there. I don't see motive with school shooters. Now, some of them are retaliating, but I'm very, very curious of why. I don't understand it. I really don't. Um, so I'm from the mindset, and this is my personality, and I get it. If something that horrific was happening at school, I just wouldn't go. I just wouldn't go. I would not go. You could drop me off. You could try. I will sneak out. I will run away. I will not go. You will not put me in a situation in which I am being victimized day after day. Okay. I get it. I have a completely different personality than most people. Okay. I would rather run away um, than do harm to anybody or myself, right? Like if this isn't working and you don't get that it's not working, I am going to just drop out. Like I'm going to remove myself from the situation. Okay. I'm also 1,000 years older than these people. Okay. I come from a different time. But I am very curious of why seemingly normal people do this. I don't get it. I really don't get it. So, like I said, adults, it's not excusable at all. Okay. But you could say on paper, non emotionally, you could say it was to gain money, or it was revenge, or it was to gain custody of my kids. Not acceptable at all. But on paper, you could see the trail. With kids, I don't see these kids coming from abusive homes where they suddenly snap and then they do something. Like, I can't take it anymore. I'm being victimized from all, and again, it's still completely unacceptable. It's not even that. I don't even know what it is. So Columbine was a revenge killing. Okay. Um, I need to study more of the the parents' interviews because I believe they didn't know what was going on. But we now have the first trial of parents, Crumley, of parents involved in school shooting. Now, I'm trying to watch it and I'm trying to watch it objectively. Not, and when I mean objectively, I don't mean to let people off. I believe no matter how you spin it, you are, and so it's a very slippery slope. So I'm going to go into my true crime, fake lawyer, fake whatever mode. Okay. It's a very slippery slope to try to convict people that weren't even involved in crime, okay? It wasn't like they were a silent killer, which means, well, in my meaning, that they hired somebody to do it is so insane, and I do believe that they should be held absolutely, absolutely held responsible. Um, it doesn't matter that they were uninvolved. Why would you ever leave a firearm unsecured in a house? I don't care if there was no children in there. Somebody could break in and get it. Like, I don't get it. And this is not a commentator commentating um comment about pro or so I believe in responsible gun ownership. I don't believe in willy-nilly everybody because just like everybody shouldn't have children, everybody shouldn't own a firearm. So just because someone has a child doesn't make them a good parent. Just because they own a firearm doesn't make them gun aware and safe. Okay. So this isn't for or against. I can see both sides of it. I can see um that you need, whatever, you need to protect yourself. And I also see um, you know, the gun getting into the wrong hands. So I want to know why seemingly